Underground Strength Nation, how's it going? Zach Evanish here at the Underground Strength Gym in Manasquan, New Jersey, and I'm banging out this Q&A that we've got with this whole list of Facebook messages, and one of those questions is one that I've actually answered many times. I posted a workout to this inside the Underground Inner Circle at undergroundstrengthcoach.com, and I love this question. The question is, how do I increase my pull-ups? Now, there's a couple of factors here that will help you increase your pull-ups, so I'm going to try to rattle them off as they go through my brain. Number one, depends on your body composition. Hold on, we got the train coming through. As you can see, this is going to be the new designated vomiting area here. We'll go right out here. Just get it all out of your system, kids. Can't have you throwing up in this gym. Okay? Same thing at Underground up in Edison. We have them take the 60-yard dash to the dumpster. So, a couple things that are going to negatively affect the amount of pull-ups you could do. If you're a heavier guy, a bigger guy, it's very likely, not totally, absolute, very likely though, that the heavier you are, the tougher it is to do pull-ups. But obviously, you bigger guys, you're going to be able to you'll be able to deadlift heavier, squat heavier, bench, overhead press, farmer walk, and so on. You've got a bigger frame, so you've got more leverage. The lighter guys tend to bang out pull-ups quite easily. I actually took about a 3-month break from doing pull-ups. Sounds crazy, but from constant attacking of the pull-ups, what happened is I developed a lot of this, what we call anterior depression, where the shoulders are slumped forward, and it just causes a lot of strain onto the pec minor, your upper back. All the muscles surrounding your shoulder blades start to really work in essentially a fucked up position. So what I'm doing is just focusing on posture, so you might see me through these videos back here. So, in a nutshell, let's dial in now some program design stuff for increasing your pull-ups. Number one, if you're a heavy guy, not muscular, but you're carrying too much fat, then you've got to cut the fat, literally. You got to burn the shit off your body, and you got to lean up, and that's going to help you improve your pull-ups. You'll have a better relative strength ratio. That's number one. Number two, you can perform mini cycles of grease the groove to get those pull-ups going. I am not a fan of doing band-assisted pull-ups. You might see gyms, they've got bands hanging all up and down from pull-up bars. If you're training a lot of women tend to not have the upper body strength of men. That doesn't mean women can't do pull-ups. We've had many girls go through our certification, many ladies. They do the rope climbing, all the pull-ups, they do the rope climbing unassisted, no legs. So I'm not saying that this is just for ladies. But what I am saying is, you want to get good at pull-ups, build the strength to do them. When you're using a band, I feel like it just takes away from the integrity of the movement. If you can't do pull-ups, then we need to strengthen all the muscles involved in pulling. All your back and lat muscles, biceps, forearms, and even the shoulders and the abs. So, can't do vertical pulling, you're going to do recline rowing using ropes, rings, any kind of implement, towels, going under a set of parallel bars at an elementary school playground. Do your recline rowing under there, get strong with it. Grease the groove means you're going to work sub-max effort, so you're not going to do high reps or exhausting sets, and you're going to do it several times a day, preferably morning, afternoon, and evening, so you get a couple hours break in between each round, and each time you do a set of pull-ups or recline rowing, you're doing it with perfect technique when you're fresh. So you're training your body to get strong every single time. You're not going through an exhausting workout. So Grease the Groove would go on for 2 weeks. Preferably what I'd like to see you do is maybe a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly a Saturday, doing 1 or 2 sets that day. You don't want to do them 6-7 days in a row. The lats, as they start getting fatigued, they start getting tighter, could cause a lot of issues. So I'd like to see you get 2, maybe 3 days in a row, take a day off. Try that for 2 weeks. And when you're doing your sets, you want to do anywhere from 50 to 75% of your max. Sometimes, you got to go by feel. You could do a 1 tough set where you're just leaving 1 in the tank. So maybe your morning set of pull-ups is 50%. Your afternoon set could be anywhere from 50 to 90%, and then your evening is going to be 50 to 75%. That would be one way of doing it. A story that I like to tell guys to explain to them, when Jeff Martone told me about how he got strong and was able to do a pull-up with the 106-pound kettlebell attached, that is the beast, is that when he was presenting or had a booth at the Arnold Sports Festival years ago, he said he was demonstrating it the entire time he had the booth. So it was like every hour he would have to go up and do one pull-up. So that means he was probably doing a good 8, 9, 10, possibly 12 sets, 1 rep at a clip throughout the day. And I'm not sure how long the sports festival lasted, but it was probably 2 to 3 days in a row. And he said by practicing that, when he went home, he may have been using the Bulldog at the Sports Fest, the 88-pounder. When he went home, he banged out a couple clean reps with the 106, and he said it was easy. And it was because he did grease the groove. He trained his body to be strong, practicing perfect technique. He didn't do a 2-week mini cycle like I advise, but pull-ups tend to really work well with that 2-week mini cycle. If you're somebody that's stronger at doing pull-ups, you can do some weighted pull-ups, whether you add weight with a chain, a rucksack, a weight belt, a weight vest. Either of those work. They all have their pluses, some of them have their minuses, but you can do weighted. And if you're not good at the pull-ups, if one is the best you've got, if 1 rep is the best you've got, then do 1 rep at a clip. So in a nutshell, let's break it down. You want to improve your pull-ups. If you can't do a pull-up, we need to strengthen all the muscles involved in pull-ups. So you're not going to be doing grease the groove on all these exercises. You're going to be doing 1-arm dumbbell row, chest supported row. You need to do bicep curls to strengthen your biceps. Get captain and crush grippers to strengthen your forearms. Do a lot of band pull aparts for the shoulders, and do a lot of leg raises for the abs. Strengthen your entire structure. Farmer walks, get your entire body strong. Do a lot of recline rowing and get those pulling muscles strong. Every couple days, 4 or 5 days, go and see how you feel with pull-ups. Test it out. Once a week is plenty to see how you're doing with pull-ups. Those reps should start to climb up, and you'll start to slowly fade away from only being able to do recline rows, and you'll be able to start doing regular pull-up technique. The strongest position is going to be the underhand grip, and then the next strongest position will be a neutral grip. Overhand grip is usually the toughest position because it puts your biceps in the weakest position. So beginners, we're going to be starting here and possibly neutral, but underhand is going to be good. If you have a set of gymnastic rings, that's the way to go. Those of you that could do pull-ups, we're going to start doing a 2-week mini cycle, and I like to do them 2 weeks on, and then I'll take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks off from the grease the groove. Because like I said, doing pull-ups day in and day out, grease the groove for longer than that 2, maybe 3-week period, your lats get so sore and so tight that you just start moving in shitty positions. So we're going to do it 3 sets a day. That's my preference. That's what I've experimented with, and I've prescribed for others, and it's worked great. So you're going to get morning, afternoon, evening. That's your 3 working sets. One of them could be a very intense set. The other 2 are going to be anywhere from 50 to 75% effort. You're just practicing technique. And if you feel like you're just crushing the body weight reps, then let's start adding weight, doing low reps. Do 2 weeks, 2 to 3 days on, 1 day off. 2 to 3 days on, 1 day off. I've even done grease the groove with deadlifts, and it came in real handy when Hurricane Sandy went through here. I kept a bar loaded in my garage, usually anywhere from 225 to 275, and several times a week, several times a day, I'd go in and I'd bang out a couple reps of the deadlift. Sometimes 2 to 3 reps, sometimes 5 reps, sometimes 10 reps. A couple times a day, and I did it for a while. And then when we had Hurricane Sandy and we had the gas-filled generator, very heavy, I would have to go out, move it around at night because people were going out stealing people's generators from backyards. So I'd wake up usually at 11 p.m. or midnight to go and bring it inside the garage, and then 5 a.m. I would have to take it out. So I was always cold. I was never warmed up, but I had trained my body to lift heavy by using grease the groove on the deadlift without being warmed up. And trust me, you're not warmed up when you're waking up in the middle of your sleep or you're waking up very early. So Grease the Groove, I think, is an amazing technique, something that could be used not just for people that want to increase pull-ups or any body weight exercise. It works great with body weight exercise, but I think it's great for military and law enforcement, because law enforcement, military, sometimes things happen and you don't have opportunity to do a warm-up, especially the police officers that are sitting in the cars. Your body kind of slows, the whole metabolism slows down as you're sitting in a car. So you want to be able to sprint, change direction, lift heavy. You want to even be able to have to wrestle other people in cold. Same thing with military. You might be crouched down or sitting in a position for an hour or hours on end without food, and then you have to go and take action. So Grease the Groove is excellent for increasing strength, improving technique, and let's remember that strength is a skill, and also great for our military, our friends in the military and law enforcement. So put Grease the Groove to work. Body weight exercises work best. My deadlift at 225 to 275, we're looking there at about a 40 to 50% of my deadlift. You know, my best deadlift was something like 520, 525. So when we're deadlifting, squatting, even bench press, you're not going crazy heavy, because there is a little bit more of a risk factor involved using Grease the Groove with heavy power lifts. Hope that helps you guys. Zach Evanation here, undergroundstrength.tv. Make sure you sign up for your free training courses there and use them. You're going to get a course on top 6 bodyweight bodybuilding exercises that you must implement to help you reduce joint strain and pain, increase muscle and strength, and also our Freak Strength course. Awesome course to basically help you get strong as hell. You will love it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.